I was the kind of person when I was younger that you could pretty much just walk all over me. You know, I I guess people often call that people pleasing,
Mm,
and it certainly was about I wanted everybody to like me. But then ultimately I was always saying yes to everybody else. And as you and I both know, that's like saying no to yourself. And it became apparent that I needed to set boundaries, that I needed to set some strong boundaries. And I think that's one of the hardest things to learn how to do, don't you?
especially for a people pleaser, and I think a lot of us are people pleasers. I want people to like me. And
Yeah.
what if I don't do what they want? Will they like me? That's sort of the basis for people pleasing and being leading a boundaryless life.
I
But
think that fear of saying no.
yeah, yeah. Because what will it mean? Will they never ask me again if I say no? Will they not like me if I say no? Will I seem too rigid if I say no? All of those are about fear of how I am perceived.
hmm I know. Always, there's always that, and the B word, bitch.
Yeah,
That woman's a bitch. She said
yeah.
no to me. And I think the thing that I like to think about myself in these last X number of years is learning how to set a strong boundary without any casualties,
Mm,
including myself,
yeah.
you know. And I think that it comes as you learn to take care of yourself, that it's so important. I'm kind of proud of the fact that um, I think that I'm known now. I'm the woman who my no means no,
Yeah,
and my yes means yes,
yeah.
and that's
Yeah,
certainly a lot of practice.
I was gonna say I love that about you because I don't ever, if you tell me you are going to do something, I never have to second guess whether you really want to.
Mhm.
And that makes our friendship stronger because I can trust what you say.
It certainly makes life easier. I mean, it makes life easier for me,
Yeah,
and I'm assuming for everybody around me.
yeah.
And did it feel uncomfortable when I first learned to
Hmm.
say no? Yes. And it's about learning to say no without going, and I'm saying no because of this and because of that, because of it's like, um I have to say no because I'm not capable. I don't have the time. And if
Hmm.
I did, I would.
Yeah.
And if I have a suggestion for somewhere else for them to go, I'll make it. But otherwise, it's just gotten so clean. It's like, and also, my yes is as strong as my no. So that's what you just said. If you ask me to do something, I think about it and I go, yes, I can do that.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that I'm going to hang up and go and use the B word and go, that bitch.
Yeah.
Why'd she ask me to do that? It's more like, why did I say yes if I didn't think I could do it? Living a life of resentment is so
Yes.
worth it.
That's exactly the word. I used to answer the phone, especially during the child years, and have the PTA ask me to do something. And I would say yes, of course, because they needed it so badly. And then I would hang up the phone and I would be so filled with resentment that I would have to do something at the last minute when, it would have been better for me and for them if I had been able to say, I wish I had had more time. I would have gladly said yes, but this time I'm going to have to decline. Rather than sit in my house, stew, do what they want, come to the meeting the next day, fling my baked goods on the table, and hate everyone. Uh, I don't do that anymore, thank goodness.
And I'm thinking as you're saying this that there are two ways. There's a setting a boundary with loved ones,
Yeah,
which is a gentler, I love you. I'm not going to be able to do that. And
yeah,
I'm sorry. And then there's setting a boundary with strangers or near strangers. I mean, I told you that story about I'm in the middle of trying to hurry up. I think I had a doctor's appointment. I was like, putting on, and the phone rang, and I just assume it's you or somebody else. And it was this woman at the car dealership. It's like, oh, it's time to bring your car in to be serviced. And I go, I've got a plan for that. I'm not going to be able to do that right now. Oh, well, let's just do it right now. And then, I'm like, again, mascara wand in my
Yeah.
eye. I go, I'm sorry, you're not hearing me. What I'm saying is I'm really busy right now and I can't do it. I do have a plan and I will call back. And she went,
Yeah.
oh, okay. I went, goodbye. And I hung up.
Yeah.
I didn't say, listen, you know, I can't do it. I just said, you're not hearing me.
Yeah.
And so
What,
I've
what a powerful phrase.
you're
You're
not
not hearing me.
I actually learned that in my, I took that self-defense class.
Yeah.
And it's like, the teachers say, no, I think no, assess 911 or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's in part of the confrontation, it's like, you're not hearing me. I'm saying no. Of course. So that works great in confrontation, assault situation. But there's degrees of that.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think uh, feeling like I have my own back
Yeah.
with this boundary thing has set me free.
Yeah.
And it's a breath of fresh air. I highly recommend it to everybody. So we're saying boundaries. Be the woman or man who's known their yes means yes, their no means no. If you're looking for fun friendship inspiration and just plain silliness sometimes, come hang out with us. Subscribe. Okay? Take care.